I, 28 female, work in a 200-person regional office for a financial services firm. We have a shared break room with 2 large commercial refrigerators. For 6 months, our floor was terrorized by a serial lunch thief. It wasn't just a missing soda here and there. This person was opening insulated lunch bags, stealing high-end homemade meals, and throwing the empty containers back into the trash. I was targeted 3 times in 1 month, losing $40 worth of meal prepped steak, artisan salads, and gourmet sandwiches. When several of us brought this issue to HR, our HR manager brushed us off, saying, "We aren't babysitting adult eating habits. Mark your names clearly on your bags or take your lunch out to a restaurant." I knew name tags wouldn't work. It was time to catch the thief in the act using technology. My brother is an electronics hobbyist. Together, we bought a cheap motion-activated personal luggage alarm, a tiny device that emits a deafening 110 decibel siren when a magnetic latch is pulled, and rigged it inside an opaque insulated lunch bag. On Tuesday morning, I prepared a decoy lunch, a delicious-looking artisan turkey and avocado sandwich wrapped in foil. I placed the sandwich inside the insulated bag, set the magnetic pin trigger on the alarm, and zipped the bag shut. I placed the bag on the middle shelf of the main refrigerator at 8:30 a.m. and went into my cubicle to wait. At 11:45 a.m., during the peak break room rush when 30 people were standing around prepping their food, the trap sprung. A piercing siren-like screech shattered the quiet office. The 110 decibel alarm was so insanely loud that people out in the cubicle farm jumped out of their chairs. I ran towards the break room alongside 20 other coworkers. Standing in front of the open refrigerator, holding my unzipped lunch bag, was Victoria, 40 female, the senior regional vice president of compliance and the exact person who had previously scolded us for complaining about minor lunch issues. She was so startled by the screaming alarm that she had dropped my turkey sandwich onto the floor and was wildly trying to shove the noisy bag back into the shelf. The entire break room stared at her in dead silence as the siren blared for a full 45 seconds before I walked over, reached into the bag, and disarmed the PIN code. I looked Victoria dead in the eye and said in front of everyone, "Oh, strange. The alarm only triggers if someone opens my personal bag. Did you accidentally think that my name on the tag spelled Victoria?" Victoria's face turned bright purple. She stammered out that she was just checking to see if the sandwich was fresh before fleeing back to her corner office. Someone recorded the break room scene on their phone, and by the end of the day, the video was circulating quietly through employee group chats. Embarrassed and exposed as a petty thief to the entire regional branch, Victoria submitted her resignation 2 weeks later, claiming she was leaving for personal family reasons. The lunch thieves stopped instantly, and nobody ever touched a bag in that break room again. That right there is got to be the best revenge. I've never had this happen to me, but I love the fact that she utilized something loud and annoying like that alarm. Bravo to her. That was a great story. Honestly, when I first read this story before I actually recorded the story, I thought it was an exact copy of something else that I had read out there on Reddit land, and I have the video up here on the channel, but thankfully it's a little bit. The other one was about ghost peppers. I figured, why not read it? It's fun. It's cool. In any case, thank you guys so much for listening to my stories. Make sure to follow, make sure to like, make sure to comment and share, because I want more people to be able to see and hear full stories, no cliffhangers. And it's read by an actual human being, because I do very little editing in these stories, so you guys can see that I do hiccup, I do mess up, and I do stumble my words. So I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye for now.